Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Wheel of Albums. This is a podcast where we spin a wheel, the 1001 albums you must hear before you die. We give that album a couple listens during the week, and then we get back to you and let you know if we think it's an album you must hear before you die. I'm Justin, along with my brother Adam and our friend Jack. We do this. This is the beginning of season 4. We look forward to a whole new season of albums. This first artist we got, we already spun once, the Prodigy. Back in season 1 with the Fat of the Land. Jack spun the wheel and got them again. And this week we listened to Music for the Jilted Generation from 1994. Jack, how'd you feel about this one, buddy?
Justin, Adam, cover your ears. To you, the listener, spoiler alert, I didn't listen to this 3 times. I couldn't get through it. All right, Adam, Justin, what a week listening to Music for the Jilted Generation, right? Huh? A wild ride. We all listened to it at least 3 times.
You know, color me shocked that we had another Prodigy album on this wheel. I thought The Fat of the Land would be it, but apparently this was the #1 album in the UK, so that probably helped Robert Dimery's cause of putting it on this list. Adam?
And for me, I'm flabbergasted because I didn't even know they had a second album. Somehow combining punk rock energy with rave beats, but has no singing and no real guitars.
A second trip to Prodigy land. Let's go with one word: trepidation.
The fiery response to the UK's anti-rave laws that evidently existed in the UK.
Right, Ab. So let's start there. These kids in the 90s over there in Britain, all they wanted to do was dance to some techno. So, find an abandoned warehouse and go in there and dance the night away. Next thing you know, it's the next morning. Parliament said, no, you can't do that.
I can't believe
This whole anti-rave law that happened right around the time and sparked the creative juices for Music for the Jilted Generation. These poor kids, they couldn't dance.
It's kind of needed to curb mass trespass and expanded police powers to make sure that you didn't have thousands of people in abandoned factories or things like that.
But where are they supposed to dance, Adam?
And I don't know, Jack, maybe you can get into the weeds a little bit more of what that did or how that penalized people that were at raves and how they got in trouble.
I was looking at the historical cases. You have the Nuremberg trials, the Scopes Monkey trials, and who could forget Bacon versus Lithgow and the Footloose trials. That the album was made in response to raves being made illegal under the Criminal Justice and Public Order Act of 1994. So it was illegal if 20 or more people gathered and they listened to music, and music's in quotes, which would include sounds wholly or predominantly characterized by the omission of succession of repetitive beats. Well, they nailed the Prodigy. That's all they got going for them, is the omission of a succession of repetitive beats. The kids just want to have a good time, and they've taken it too far because they've somehow lifted the Prodigy up to celebrity status.
Okay, so the album itself, Music for the Jilted Generation. We did The Fat of the Land first season, episode 21, link included. So if we're comparing apples to oranges here between these 2 albums, I enjoyed this album a little bit more. I don't know if it was because there was no vocals. This feels more indebted to the techno and dance scene of the 90s. I wouldn't mind if these songs were on a mixtape, mixed up with stuff maybe from the Beastie Boys around that time, or maybe some Underworld or the first Chemical Brothers album. Several of these songs I could see just zoning out and playing some Nintendo back in 1994. Seeing what I can do with Glenn Wesley and the Boston Bruins while some Music for the Jilted Generations in the background.
After listening to Fat of the Land in season 1 and now Music for the Jilted Generation, I'm going to say I don't even think it's the same band. I mean, at least on Fat of the Land, we got some singing. We got some more mainstream music a little bit. Like this just feels like a soundtrack to Grand Theft Auto or something. That's just my take on it.
It's more of the same to me. I can't get behind it. It doesn't... I was really shocked to see that it made it a second appearance on the 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. Clearly, Liam Howlett had somehow saved Robert Dimery's illegal pet marmot. Dimery's just putting Prodigy albums on there to thank him for saving his beloved pet.
Voodoo People was cool. There was a couple cool moments. No Good wasn't bad. Start the Dance. I guess those are kind of the big songs off of it. Song One Love sounded like a bunch of Minions. Shout out to the Plaza Theater for having Minions and Monsters in the theater right now. I just, again, couldn't get into it. I feel jilted that I had to listen to it 3 times.
I didn't listen to this 3 times.
So there you go. So I've thought a lot about what mood you would have to be in, or in what situation you would need to find yourself in to listen to music for the Jilted Generation. I can only come up with one thing: background music for a video game. That's it. It's the only time that it should be listened to.
Really, the only true use of this would be if you're a shy introvert and you're just looking to make friends. You put it on, maybe put it a little bit out your apartment window. People will just start coming. They're drawn to it. It's like a siren song, a beautiful melody, hopefully in only a group of 19 or less.
I don't know. It feels like a perfect album that if you were tripping and making a 7-Eleven run for flaming hot Cheetos and a Slurpee at 3 a.m. after gaming all night, and somehow you get entranced and you're so drugged out that you think you're in the video game, I guess this is a soundtrack for you.
I think the whole idea is to make an album that celebrates rave, the never-ending party of dancing. You can only get 80 minutes onto a CD. They had to edit One Love down to 3 minutes and 54 seconds, and it has the word edit in there too.
Evidently, the last 3 songs on the album, it's known as the Narcotic Suite. So you got the song 3 Kilos, Skylined, and Claustrophobic Sting. And for me, when rating this, 3 Kilos, it got a 3 because there's a 3 in the name. Skylined, a 2, and Claustrophobic Sting, a 1.
Hey, now, I enjoyed 3 Kilos. Any song that samples a flute over and over is good to me. The whole idea of not being able to rave with more than 19 people is still kind of funny to me. This really is a British Footloose in the making. So, guys, I want you to run down the whole idea of a British Footloose for me. Jack, fill us in on those trials again.
Well, I had, in fact, mentioned the Bacon Lithgow trials earlier in the Footloose. So yeah, this could be a British Footloose. Press play on the drum machine and watch people act the fool. So who would be good fools in this cast? Good news, in 1994, Sir John Gielgud was still alive. So let's cast him as the role of the parliamentarian that is pushing for the bill. Let's just go ahead. This is going to be a big budget production. Let's go ahead and hit all the big timers. Hugh Grant, a sassy lad who just loves to rave. Colin Firth, he's in the band. He just wants to have his art heard and appreciated by the masses, and the government's holding him down. Ewan McGregor, an unwashed rebel of the rave scene. A gypsy, a traveler with a heart of gold.
The first 3 English actors I think of that I would love to see in a rave romance comedy / crime movie is going to be Benedict Cumberbatch as the main character, Cillian Murphy, and Keira Knightley. Watching Benedict Cumberbatch and Cillian Murphy rave with Keira Knightley would be highly entertaining. Maybe they would go get some flaming hot Cheetos and a Slurpee. I don't know.
And let's go with the big double bang of Allens. Let's go Alan Cumming as a gay man who, that law also specifically was addressing illegality of gay consensual sex, and portraying Alan Cumming's father in a role where he makes a dramatic turn, is an approving father fighting for his son's rights. Alan Rickman. We're going Alan squared on that one. And there is probably some ladies in the rave scene. Let's put them in there. Kate Winslet bringing the bacon home, and Helen Bonham Carter. She brings a sensibility, a timid, pale girl that doesn't know if she wants in the scene or not. She's drawn in by her friends, and as it turns out, she becomes a leader of the rave movement. There's a lot of drama in this, but there's a lot of music, and in the end, we all become better people.
Our ratings for Music for the Jilted Generation go like this. I gave it the highest for our first album of season 4, the 5.538. Adam, a 3.038. And Jack, a 2.92. Average rating of 3.83 between the three of us. Our three favorite songs: Poison, not to be confused with the Belle Biv DeVoe song; No Good Start to Dancing Voodoo People. Our least favorite song was the intro at the beginning.
You guys, Prodigy, you might have been upset that the anti-rave laws were made and this was your response to it. I get it. I'm upset with the UK Parliament too because they made the anti-rave laws. You know why? Because that in turn made you make this album that everyone thinks is superior dance music, and I am mad that I had to listen to it. So there you go.
I didn't listen to this 3 times.
If you didn't take it yet, I think that you absolutely do not need to hear this album before you die. And I tell you what, go take any physical copies you have of Music for the Jilted Generation, go dig a hole in the backyard, put time capsule on it, 1994.
Something in the drama.
And let some future generation find that album and let us be at peace.
Again, this is not our strongest album to start a season. And again, this is another Prodigy album I don't think you need to hear before you die. I did enjoy this more. I don't know if it's because their next album just seemed too macho for me and just too over the top. And I just don't enjoy it. This, I kind of get what they're going for, and I kind of admire parts of it. Like I said, there are bits and pieces of this album I did like, but overall, you don't need to hear it before you die. Now, Jack, are you going to surprise us and say we should listen to this album before you die?
I've tipped my hand plenty throughout the conversation here today, so must you rave in protest to not being allowed to rave before you die? As much as those kids wanted it, and as dreamy as Ewan McGregor is, I'm going to go with no. I don't want to hear it anymore. P.S. I didn't hear it a whole lot this week. And I don't want to hear it again. So my answer is a flat-out no.
All right, so a big goose egg. 3 goose eggs to start off season 4. That's the first season opener we've had that happen yet. Hey, if you are listening, we'd love if you subscribed on YouTube. Give us a comment if you want, and a like over on Spotify. Give us a follow, and we will give you episodes just about every single Monday through the end of this year. We're going to do season 4. Let's take a trip over to the Plaza Record Shop, and I'm going to go ahead and spin for the next album on Wheel of Albums. All right, so I hope you enjoyed Music for the Jilted Generation by the Prodigy. I'm going to spin the wheel right now for our next album. And what do we got, Adam? It's coming. Are you focusing?
I'm trying to.
All right, what's the album?
The Hissing of Summer Lawns.
The Hissing of Summer Lawns. That would be Joni Mitchell. Do we have Joni Mitchell in the shop? Let's go down and see. Joni Mitchell. Well, if we have it, I'll let you know. I have some Joni Mitchell at home.
I'm going to go check the back room.
And Murray.
Jack, go check the back room.
All right, so next time on Wheel of Albums, The Hissing of Summer Lawns by Joni Mitchell. We'll see you next time.
I didn't listen to this 3 times. I couldn't get through it.